Well, the second part of that triad of love, appreciation, respect is appreciation. Now, I just want you to know that patients need love, appreciation, and respect, like the food they eat, the air they breathe, and the water they drink. If you give them these things, they will give you everything. They will send you business. They will tell others about you, and your practice will grow. Well, we have patients out there that want to be appreciated also. And you never know when someone needs that appreciation. Maybe they need that special hug. Maybe they need something different in their lives to take them to the next level. Well, for the last month and a half, I've been traveling around the country, and I've been very busy. And I've spoken in Maine, I've spoken in Vermont, I've spoken in Kentucky, I've spoken in Illinois, I've spoken in Missouri, I've spoken in Florida. I kind of lose track. Sometimes I come up to a hotel room and it's a quiz. You know, what room am I in? I don't know. Or I'll say rooms that they don't even exist in that hotel. Well, I was driving up through Maine, and some of you may have been in Maine before, and Maine is a beautiful scenic drive. Picture driving up 95, and the snow has just melted. There's a little bit out there, but the trees are blooming. It's beautiful. It's mountainous terrain, and you're close to the Canadian border. Well, I drove up to Maine, and I got off at 95 in a town called Presque Isle, Maine. Has anybody ever been to Presque Isle, Maine, or heard of Presque Isle, Maine? A few of you have. Well, Presque Isle, Maine is about 5 seconds from the Canadian border. It is way up there. See, when I get to Maine, I'm thinking lobster. How many of you are thinking lobster when you get to Maine? See, I'm thinking lobster when I get up there, but I don't know where to go. Well, I get off of the highway at Presque Isle, Maine, off of 95, and there's one of those little tourism booths. You've all seen those before. You know, when you enter a new state, it says, "Welcome to Maine," or "Welcome to Florida," and they've got a little tourism booth there with the candy machines and everything, but they also have every map, every restaurant, everything that you could ever imagine in that place. Well, I walked in, and there were these two elderly ladies, and they were walking around. I said, "Listen, could you help me? I'm looking for some places that I can get some lobster. I'm looking for some maps and some restaurants." Well, these women couldn't serve me any better. They went and they grabbed me maps, and they grabbed me all kinds of restaurants, and they were ready to make reservations for me. It was incredible. I had this feeling of love and appreciation from them, and you know what? If you give to get your even, if you give expecting nothing in return, you're going to be ahead of the game. Well, I'm the type of guy that I'm just a huggy, touchy, kissy guy. I don't know. That's just who I am. Well, I looked at this woman. She couldn't have been a day under 75 years old. And I said, "Get over here and give me a hug." And I gave her this big hug. And when I let her go, she looked at me and she said, "I really needed that. I was married for 52 years, and my husband passed away a month ago. You don't know how important that was for me." You never know when giving that appreciation to someone else is going to have a major difference in their lives. And you know what? You got to go from the gut. I always say, listen to Jiminy Cricket. You know what Jiminy Cricket was? That's when you all took that multiple choice test in school. You remember that test? And you went back over your answers, and you changed your answer from the right one to what? The wrong one. Because you didn't listen to your gut. So sometimes you got to go with your gut. See, if you think that what you're doing is right, you're going to be successful. And if you don't think so, you're not going to be successful either.